So here, we're gonna record some chords real quick on these pads, and then we'll make our sequence. So in this first chord, what we're gonna do is we're gonna record to pad 2 right here. On pad 2, we're adding a lo-fi setting on there, and we're also putting a vinyl simulator on there. So we're about to record this D minor add 11 to pad number. So then we end up with this here on pad 2. Notice the space on the beginning. So then we can just go there and trim that up in the beginning. That takes a little minute, but or not trim so long, you can just hold it down. Once you hear it, hit the mark. See? So now, when we hit it, it'll go straight in, but it's clipping it in the beginning. So we'll trim it back so, like so. See how? Now we'll trim it right up against it. Like that. On the next chord, it's interesting because the last one we had a D minor, add 9, 11. On the next one, it's gonna be another D minor chord, but this one says it's gonna be a D. Well, not said. This one says, but I'm gonna choose to do another variation on D minor chord for the next one for the Sp404. It's gonna be it's gonna be the same as before. Like it's gonna be 1 flat 3. It's gonna have a 5, a 9, and an 11 in there, which is A, E, and G. But we're gonna add a 6 in there, which makes it a D minor 6, 9. So the 6 will be the A. So we're gonna put will be the B. So we're gonna add the B next to the A, record that into the pad, and that's how that's gonna go. This next one's gonna go into pad 3. We got the record button hit there, so let's go ahead and do pad 3. And like always, trim it up. So we're gonna resample this pad down to pad 7 so that we can get that next part on there. That part, that's the part we're talking about right there. And then what we'll do is we'll go down here to 7. We'll mark that right at the point where the next portion comes in. That part. So now we can have them together vertically right above each other. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll bring that back some so we can hear the attack. resample that one onto 6 right there. So like so. Now, then we'll go back to this one and mark it. So we need a clean attack on that one. You can't quite see what knob I'm using, but I'm using this, the start one. That's cutting it off right there. Excuse me. So we got. You know what I'm saying? I think we go dig up another chord just to make it a little cooler. On the next chord, it's a G minor, add 9 and 11, which is G, B flat, D, A, and C. Then I'm looking at a G6-9 that is a G, B, D, E, and an A. And I'm not sure which one's gonna get played before the other. I think it sounds better perhaps with the G6-9 coming before the G minor, add 9 or 11, but we'll definitely see how that goes. That's one of the cool things about the pads is you only gotta press one button once we get them sampled in and everything like that, but still be a very incredible exercise for the fingers. If you wanna step up your key game at the same time, you step up your Sp404 game as well. So we're gonna see how that's gonna all turn out, y'all. So we're going to record, not in stereo, we're on pad 4. We'll place an isolator on this one, and that's one of the cool things about this machine is you can record with all of these effects, all 24 of them on the, I can't remember how many the Sp404A and the SX have, but on the OG model, the first 404, they got 24 effects, and you can apply any one of those effects to any information that you're recording into the machine. And so we got that coming in, not in stereo, but let's put it in coming in on lo-fi. And so what we'll do from this point is we will go ahead and record in our, what is this gonna be? This is gonna be our G minor, add 11. So that's G, B flat, D. The 9 and 11 is gonna be the A and the C. So here we go. And there we have it, y'all. Of course, you wanna always go back and trim it up. Let's start off with the mark first, so it won't take all day. There we go. And then we can just trim it back with the start end. What is the start? So we can get the attack in there. And anybody want to learn how to make beats can actually do it this way. Don't take, I don't know what I'm doing for an excuse. So far we have. And then we got, and then right after that will be that G6-9 that we were talking about. So on that last one, I do recall hitting, recording it in under lo-fi and recording it in under isolator. So on the next one, we're gonna record that in with an isolator, lo-fi, and a filter. Actually, we can't do multiples right here, so we'll just do a filter drive, and then we'll also have it in on lo-fi. We're gonna take it off of stereo. That takes up a lot more memory and space in these sample units. I'm really loving the way that this G6-9 sounds with the D and the G on the upper hand, because in the upper hand you tend to just play the A right here. So in the left hand you got the G, B, D, and the E, but then this chord has a G and an A already in it, so you got space to put it in on the top as well. So that's where I think it would be cool to play that into pad 12. We're gonna go ahead and record this G69 in, which is G, B, D, E, A. And there we go. Hate to make this thing seem too much like a step-by-step, but we gotta trim it up again. Got that nice lo-fi kind of click to it. And then we're gonna hit the mark first, so we're not doing that all day. And then trim it back from there. So you hear the attack. You hear the attack right there, here. My watch was in the way, sorry. I'm actually hearing a really cool E flat chord that we can put in there as well. I'm not sure which one yet, but definitely want to use one of those. E flat's the same as D sharp, so we're gonna throw one. I don't know why that sounds so good in there, but we're about to throw that E flat minor 6/9, add 11. I guess it makes natural sense because we got all of these 9s and 11s in here. We definitely have a bunch of, it ain't nothing but minor chords actually. So we got E flat minor 6/9, add 11. We got D minor add 9, 11, D minor 6/9, add 11, G minor add 9, 11. So why not E minor 6, add 6/9, add 11, right? Can't wait to put it to the pads. We're gonna flip it back, and we're not gonna put on next time. We're not gonna put a lo-fi on there on the next pad at all, to try to give some, not try to give, but we're gonna give some variation in the sound of these chords, sonic wise. You do it the same, it'll eventually get boring real quick. It's just like these camera angles. Y'all see every time I talk about one thing, I change the camera angle up, and that's why. You gotta watch out for these Sp404s, man. Maybe it's just the OG, but these jokers start off in stereo, so before you know it, you'll be trying to key in your drum beat, and all your drums will be in stereo, and you won't be able to, like, it'll cut itself off because you can only have like one stereo clip going at a time. If you're keying in multiple samples on the Sp404. So for example, if you got a kick in stereo, something else in stereo, and then like your piano in stereo, once you hit your piano and you're holding down all your sample that you made, and then you get ready to play the drums, like something else will cut off, so everything won't keep going. But anyways, on this thing, you gotta make sure that you turn stereo off automatically when you get ready to record a pad, because by default, it'll make the pad record you in stereo. So not to be a techie or nothing like that, but man, y'all starting out, check that out. Record E flat minor 6/9 at E11, whatever that means. There we go. Trim it up. It's time to get us some trim now. So now we gotta trim this beat up. As soon as we hit that pad, we want it to come on. There we go. So we got like, oops, not that. That's a whole nother beat. Anyway, here it is. I think here, right? And then, right? So I think we got a kick. I think we got a kick right here. So we can do something like, also want to kind of remember to take these things off of loop if they're on loop, because they will repeat themselves while you're holding them down. So then you can get yourself a really cool sample chop. That's what I call it, a chord chop. It sounds really good, you know, from like. Nice lo-fi sound, and then you can repeat it as much as you want to, you know. Record it to the other pad, or record it all to one pad, you know. And you can put all the effects right here on there. Kind of, you know, put a multi-effect on there. So by the time you finish up all of these sample chops we've been holding this whole time, it'll be under one pad, just kind of doing this what we've been doing. So let's go ahead. I'm recording. No, I'm not. I'm recording. I thought I was recording to one of these pads, but what we're gonna do is go ahead and record the sample chop, the sample 5. So here we go. Well, I thought we were going. Let's see. It was on that 5 pad right there, but let's delete that one. And then we have that one left to record on. So once we record on here, then we'll get ready to clear out all of these pads that have the sample chops on them. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna record that not with the isolator on and the lo-fi on, and we'll put it right here. So it'll be how you do it. Now for the cool part. Everybody wants to sit down and have some fun playing the sample out, finger drumming. We've been kind of finger drumming the whole time. It's just been without drums. We've been kind of finger drumming the chords in, which is honestly the fun part to me because those sounds really just bring about the feeling of, you know, what the drums are delivering. The drums are just kind of, you know, the stamp and the envelope while the message is inside of the letter. So let's go ahead and play these drums in. I guess another dope video would be like how could you do different like endings to a track, you know? Like how could, because most Sp404 videos and tracks, you know, most people use a delay and they typically tend to fade out after the delay, you know? You know, so I wonder what other types of ways that you could potentially kind of fade out your track and everything like that. But, you know, that's kind of the standard way, you know, how we do it or what we do, or in terms of me as in we, but you get it. But yeah, that's the first one, man. The first one's pretty cool. I like it. It's pretty dope. Let the music of your life and turn on the music. Let the music of tonight give life back to music. Take walks and give life back to music. Whew. You gotta come outside and figure out something to do, you know, relax. My studio chair is actually kind of stiff too, so, you know, I come out every now and then and do something to just kind of feel fresh, you know, in what you're doing and everything like that. So I tend to come outside and look at some plants. I got my elephant ears right here. And I digress. I think I'm gonna move my car back down here so I can be back in my parking spot. Somebody took my parking spot last night. Do not take my parking spot. Yes. I'm moving my car. You what? Okay. How many pages did you read this morning? That many? Dang.
I started off.
Come on.
I needed to read. I have to read 160 this morning, and I have 44 left.
Okay. I'm about to move my car and come back down. Maybe I'm procrastinating, and maybe I'm not procrastinating, but getting ready to move my car back down to where the apartment actually is. Got home kind of late last night after I went to the office to upload my video because the Wi-Fi that we get down there is terrible. I'm gonna go move. Don't look at my need to be vacuum car. So I'm gonna move the car back down where it belongs. Subscribe to my channel.
I promise you I heard nothing. I didn't hear any engine.
Got my parking spot.
Okay. I'm going with your name on it.
Yep.
Right.